So, hello guys, it is Beldo GYT here, and today we are here on quite a serious topic that is being a woman, especially in India. Being a woman is not easy, it's not at all. There are a lot of obstacles that come in life, ranging from smallest to the biggest. If that's not all, there even lies a freedom and safety barrier for many. How the conditions are, how things which should not exist are becoming normalized. And I want to call it all out. I do. Not only because it is the right thing to do, also because it is what everyone should do too. It may be a small part, but I wish everyone takes a part because it is needed. So I will start now. You may need not to grab any popcorns because this one is not meant to entertain you. I would love if you all just listen with focus and patience. So let's start. A story to begin it all. Long back. Don't ask the exact time. On a day, just like any other. In a hospital, she was born. Outside the main room, everyone waited, hoping it's a boy. When the news came, mixed emotions broke out. Some confused, some deflated, some angry, bit disappointed. But the little girl knew it not at all, she did not. For all she knew was nothing, a little girl brought into this world without her consent, wanting only love. Will that be too hard to get? Let's see. Being brought home, this little one barely opening her eyes, wrapped in clothes, in some woman's arm. Of course, her mom. How was this girl supposed to know it yet? Moving on. The little one, with her small opened eyes, seeing people around. But she got a sense of something being wrong. She wanted to cry and she did. She was feeling very unusual. She enjoyed being held, but these people were not holding her. Why? She thought. And so her life started in the family. Few years down the line, when she was around 7, she was a cute and loving child, enjoying her world in toys, all she ever did. But there were cases when her enjoyment ceased to exist, when a person from a distant family used to come and hold her. She loved being held, but this was different. She wanted out. She wanted to jump. It was uncomfortable and something which made her cry. The way she was held and taken. She used to speak about it in the family, how she doesn't like that guy to be around. All she ever got was nothing. They said she is just a child, she blabbers anything, she will stop. Meanwhile, not even speaking about the matter to the guy. This kept happening. To save herself, she used to hide under beds at times. Even more years later, she was 13 now, a teenager, in a bigger class in her school. At the age of exploring things, it was all fine. Then one day, she started feeling unwell, not knowing what is happening. She screamed when she saw blood dripping. She went to tell her mom. Then from there on in, she learnt about periods, how it happens. She hated it. But there was something she hated more, and that was the way she was treated. Banned from certain places during this period, not allowed to do things. The way the boys, who were unaware of the topic, used to make fun of girls for this. She wished so much that these boys knew the most basic form of decency of being a human. She felt suffocated in her home and outside, having no safe space. She hated the way the seniors saw her and gestures they did. She used to cry as she did not have any other way of expressing. She was stuck. Many years later, she, now being 17, about to graduate school, hated her life even more. The way her freedom became logged, the more she grew, even going out felt like a crime. And the kind of words she used to hear from boys of all ages, just unbearable and inhumane. Having guys stare at her, making her feel uncomfortable all the times. People judging her on what she wore, while she just wanted to live her life. She still used to get panic attacks and had trauma from the incident with her senior guy where he lured her into a place and was trying to force himself on her. She did not know what to do. She ran. And when having to tell someone, she tried to tell her teachers. They shoved her away. Her friends, instead of comforting her and supporting, were saying how she missed a golden chance with a guy. Her own friends did not care. She did not tell at home due to fear of her already non existent freedom being taken away by being it called as her fault. She bore that trauma. Years passed. She was even out of her college, working a job, living, but she still could not live to her life. All that trauma of hers and even more adding up over the years, the guys being her nightmare. Their creepy eyes and uncomforting gestures and words, the actions they did, the things they could do, she was so scared and having no outlet to let it out. Her friends called her scared cat, her family considered it all bullies or either would fault her. She felt unsafe everywhere. This became her life. She was starting to get too tired of it all. She was done with her routine and wanting to speak about it. All she wanted was peace. Many years later, in her 30s now, having experienced the world a lot, in mostly the bad ways, she looked back at her past, how the family she was born into, how they disapproved of her, how they were unhappy because she was a girl. Even the women, for some reasons, were unhappy for a girl being born. Then in childhood, how her distant relative used to harass her and make her feel scared, and no one listened to her or understood her. Then, when she was a teen, how the boys used to make fun of them. Seniors creeped her. She was considered untouchable at times at home due to her periods. Then at school end, how she was harassed and assaulted, and her friends made fun of her, did not support her, ever. Teachers did not listen. Instead of support and teaching right mentality, her life was being cut off. She wished the boys could have been taught the right mentality, but it never happened. And then realizing later on, she saw how not only the guys who caused her pain, it was even her friends with the mentality of accepting this kind of lifestyle and normalizing it. How everything is wrong with it. The way she, being a victim for years, could not open up and get those behind bars. How the leaders in powers she hoped for justice for were the ones accepting and cheering on those assaulters. How it's her fault that she got people staring at her, making weird remarks, not the people's fault rather. The more she grew, the more brutal cases she saw, and those were the few reported. Shocking, seeing it all every day, facing it herself, she became so tired of it that she never bothered speaking up, normalizing this, not because she felt it was okay, but because she wanted to move with her life and not always think of the way she was harassed and taken advantage of. She was tired of that life. She felt she had no other choice. And so she started being quiet, not caring on how she was treated, just wanting to get over the day quickly with. Then years later, when she was around 35, it was time for marriage. She did not want to, but family pressure, and she did not want to deal with the drama. She agreed. She got a lot of matches, but not successful. Either the guys considered her traumatic past her fault and thought of her as unpure, or wanted her to leave her job, her everything, to take care of home and raise children. The ones who she felt a bit better around were no different. They demanded so much in dowry that made her almost slap them away. I don't know what world we live in, but surely we're not supposed to live here, she thought. At the end, she did not get married as the proposals were bullies, and her family did not pressure her this time. She decided that she will live alone but will live on her own. And so she did till she lived, and lived to account a lot of tales, but wanted to tell neither of it. Of all she told at her end was, I was born into a world through a woman as a woman, but neither the woman wants us nor the man. This planet was not for her. We are accountable for what happens to us. We provoke harassers, and those who harass us are strong. We are made to be stared at, judged for, and treated the way one wants. We bring the life, and then both us and the life hits us. I don't know what crime I did. Oh, now I know. It was being born a woman. So, guys, that was a little story, fictional to say, even though I wish to not say, but you could connect this as an average girl's life easily. Yes, this is how it is, and even this could probably be the better case of the worst cases. Yes, this is how it is, and engraved too much. Being born a woman is not a choice, but the environment makes it feel it should have been. Here is one of the few cases from New Delhi, July 22. Expressing deep anguish over the rising incidents of brutal violence against women, the Supreme Court today remarked that it feels ashamed to hear frequent cases of assaults, including recent incidents where women were burnt alive. This is the reality. Assaults were too easy, so they started burning women. Imagine living in a world where you can be burnt just because someone isn't satisfied at assaulting you. Well, that's the reality. A, st- a study conducted by a Kolkata based feminist organization has found that natal family violence against women is widely underreported. The organization and its researchers have asked for stricter laws to include natal family violence under the domestic violence laws and sought a wider study into the matter to understand the gravity of this violence in India. Women were denied education, mobility, healthcare, and even nutrition. Decisions about their lives were taken without consent. Girls were burdened with care work and restricted in clothing, movement, and relationships. The study found they also came to the conclusion that violence is normalized, internalized, and transmitted across generations as discipline, family honor, and concern by the perpetrators. I was sent to my maternal grandparents' house when I was 1 year old, 3 months before my brother was born, and lived there till I was 10. My grandfather would throw me on the ground and kick me. My grandmother would pinch me, bang my head against the wall frequently. My uncles beat me up and smashed my head against the wall when I was little. Eventually, my brother also began beating me up, a survivor stated while recounting her experience of natal family violence. So, from that case, we can see that women are not even safe in their homes, their families. So is the condition in this place. Tortured at home, harassed for everything, faulted at being assaulted. Here's another case. Rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata have reignited nationwide concerns about women's safety and intensified protests by healthcare workers who are now calling for a central law to protect them. Dis- Despite stricter laws, crimes against women persistent, persist and continue to rise, underscoring the urgent need for comprehensive reforms. What do the crime statistics reveal about women's safety in India? Rising crime rates. The National Crime Records Bureau (NCRS) reported 445,256 cases of crime against women in 2022. From 2018 to 2022, reported crimes against women rose by 12.9%, reflecting both increased incidents and improved reporting. The Women and Men Air India 2023 report shows a rise from 359,849 cases in 2017 to over 445,000 cases in 2022, averaging 1220 cases daily, averaging 51 FIRs per hour. The National Family Health Service found that nearly one third of women aged 15 to 49 in India have experienced some form of violence. From all that report, we can see that one of the most grueling cases, sadly saying one of because there have been worse. The RG Care incident in Kolkata was alarming and made people see what they could stoop to. The details of this case would just shake your bones. It was horrifying. Just pails me to think of how they thought of. And nearly one third of women aged 15 to 49 experience some form of violence. That's not a made up line, that's reality. shocking reality. And this is making it a major reason of normalizing it. If nearly every woman is at risk of it every day, they start to think of it as the normal and don't have the strength to speak up anymore, making them accept something which should not even exist. Tell me honestly, if something happens to you on a regular basis, even if wrong, you would lose strength to fight it too, wouldn't you? Here, see this. Two men, Abu Zair Safi and Aman Sukla, were arrested in Delhi's Vasant Vihar for shooting a woman who is a complainant in 2024 rape case against Safi. On July 30, while the victim was in an auto rickshaw talking on the phone, the accused approached on a motorcycle and Safi allegedly fired, injuring her in the chest. Just seeing the headline, out on bail for rape, should bring a level of shame on world that should make them drown in water. Who bails a rapist? Well, welcome to India. The poor girl who was just trying to live again, getting over the trauma, got her life sucked by those predators who should not even exist in the first place. Another case. A 15-year-old girl who sustained over 75% burns after being allegedly set on fire by unidentified miscreants in Odisha's Puri district on July 19 died at the AIMS New Delhi on Saturday, August 2, 2025. The next few statements of this case is just shameful to say the least. However, in a major twist, the state police, just hours after girl's death, said no other person was involved in the incident. Earlier reports had said that the girl was waylaid by three persons and set ablaze. The crime branch of Odisha had taken over the investigation as the incident sparked nationwide outrage, coming just days after a college student self-immolated on the campus of Fakir Mohan Autonomous College in Balasore. According to the investigations conducted so far, it is clear that no other person is involved. Therefore, we request everyone not to make any sensitive comments regarding this matter during this tragic moment, the state police said. So, coming back, girl is on fire. Usually, when you hear this line, you would expect she is doing very well in her life, creating records. Not in the wildest dreams you would think that she is literally on fire, being burned. A girl just trying to live her life, assaulted and set ablaze by some predators. She tried to live but could not in the end. Protest did happen, but nothing came off like expected. And the statement by the police, no other person is involved. Yes, sir, we believe you. Everyone knows it is being said to preserve the image of party in power. From those you expect quality of life, they just wanna uphold their image. They don't care for the women at all. The police, the party, no one. All they want is big fat cash. Even speaking about all this brings such a shame. And to top it off, these are a few I covered right now. If I keep on going, I can make this video never ending. Shameful of a condition to be in. Those unthinkable crimes happening in unthinkable numbers. The Hathras, Bilkis Bano, Nirbhaya, and so many more incidents makes you think of why even be a woman when your life can be ended in any moment and the system doesn't even get you true justice. Change the party in power, change everything, but the risk that revolves around a woman's life always remain the same. It's so deep rooted now that people don't bother speaking up anymore. This is how bad it has become. I will attach a pic to show you all. Very shocking, right? From the premier of the institutes in the country, you find this stuff. Imagine being in a crowd that knowing that the guys around you are openly talking about your privates and making a joke of it. Even the top of the crop educated bunch does not know how to respect women, how to talk about women. Education was meant to make you a decent human first, then anything else. Looks like it's failing its purpose. And that is not all there are. There are a bunch more institutes that had orientations like this. Women are not even safe in places like these. And then comes the most normalized form of harassment women face, that is being stalked, stared at, Guys who just stares at women and think about weird things, stalk them, think it is okay to do that. It is not at all, you guys. It's not okay at all. You are not a human. You are a harasser and even a potential assaulter or a rapist. If the law didn't apply for a period on you, you would be. You think it's cool to do that? It is not. People like you are a major reason why the woman did not even bother speaking up anymore. She knows that every other guy might do it. How much will she fight? How can she have infinite hope? You kind of people are the root of this problem, which grew into such a big tree that's on every street now. Movies also have contributed to it by showing if you keep harassing, torturing a woman, she will accept you. But real life does not work like that. No woman is gonna accept you. They start by harassing, then stalking, then force. If it does not work, they start assaulting, attacking, acid attacks. So common in our country. A lot of them have happened due to this. The guy couldn't accept rejections, so he acidified the girl. And even if all this is over, they start becoming and think like a rapist. This is how it goes. Movies like Kabir Singh, Animal, and others have also promoted this toxic culture so much. Movies that should not even exist are being glorified. The worst part, people are being influenced by it. Then there is an online horde of harassers sending unsolicited pics to women, sending threatening messages. Any random post of a woman you can see on Instagram, either half of them are about the guys making lustful and creepy comments, the others judging her for her life and treating her as a criminal. Then comes the slut simmers, taking pride in calling women like that. And you would be surprised to see their profiles. The most religious bios, full of educational qualifications, people working in top position. Yes, these are the kind of people who make such comments. So practically, a woman should avoid every kind of men, and if men were not enough, you would see women in there also supporting this misogyny and patriarchy by calling the girl cultureless. So, according to you, culture is in oppressing women and treating them as objects? Where the culture is when women are harassed openly, raped, assaulted, and treated like not human? Where is a woman supposed to go for help? She can't trust a guy. The women don't support her. So she either suffers or dies. Well, that is not an option in India. Cause that is how majority of women lives. Majority of women lives are over here. Either accept and normalize the suffering or die. Back to Insta. Speaking about comments, you can see how men commenting things like normalized dowry, judging a girl's worth by the number of partners she had. If you open post about the crime, you can see eye-burning comments of people joking about rape. Things like she was not even that beautiful and whatnot. Asking for pics. What can a girl even do in this world? From the moment she is born, she is judged. Firstly, for her skin color, because who would marry her when she grows? A child's biggest concern. Then, as she grows older, who knows how many times she was harassed and never got listened to or justice for. Then, seeing her freedom taken away from her. Then comes the life challenges and the periods and the increased level of harassment that the girl stops speaking up anymore, normalizing it, just staying inside the house. At work and institute, seeing people only talk about women in a derogatory manner. On the internet, seeing people reduce her worth to her privates, her partners, how much dowry she can give. And to finish it off, people lusting after victims. These things which should not exist have become normalized. People say that don't take online comments seriously. They are a bunch of idiots who just comments anything. Well, I don't think so. According to me, these people exist, so they have to be dealt with by someone. What they spew online and do online just reflects what they think of and what they could do if given a chance. These people are real and it's scary how they exist. Online comments just reflects what a person can truly stoop to if given an opportunity. And these people are in large numbers and everywhere. So basically, a woman is safe nowhere, no place at all. The growing toxic culture, Andrew Tate fanboys, misogyny spreaders, Sigma mentality worshippers, dark comedy, they all also play a huge role in this condition that we are in right now. They are influencing it. The kids, the grown ups, all are influenced by it and think it's cool. Seeing this all, I don't know what to say. I don't. I don't know how many friends of mine I can feel safe with my sister around them. Maybe a couple at most. Women are safe at no place in this country. And it's our fault for allowing this culture to expand. Let me tell you a line that's quite famous in my country. When a guy is caught harassing a woman, people say that, have some shame, don't you have any mother or sister at home? I find this line completely weird. What do you mean for someone to have most basic decency of not harassing a woman? That's expected of anyone to not harass. For that, he needs to have a mother or sister at home. For respecting a woman, doing the bare minimum of not harassing or assaulting, he needs to have no one at home. It should be expected of him. No matter who you have, always respect women and do the bare minimum of not committing a crime and don't have a toxic mentality. I think that's all for now. If I want to, I can just keep on going and going. It's a never ending loop. But one thing for sure, I will not stop to speak about it. Cause I know that someone needs to speak and you all need to as well. So please don't stop ever. Let's keep the fight going against this cruel world that makes women wish they were not born as one. All the guys, please always speak up. All the girls, please support each other. This growing culture of normalizing harassment and crimes needs to end. Also know that it is the most basic thing to do. So don't take ego in doing this, cause this should be expected of everyone. You are not doing a favor by helping, you are just doing what needs to be done. Always remember that. And for concluding it, I would like to say that be a feminist, because feminism is not a trend. It's not a political side or a viral hashtag. It's humanity, raw, urgent and long overdue. Because when silence becomes normal, standing up becomes necessary. And if that offends you, maybe the problem is not the message, it's what you have been taught to ignore. Being feminist isn't about being woke. It does not mean you are woke. It means you are awake. Awake to the injustice, awake to the silence we have normalized, awake enough to care and brave enough to act. Because change doesn't begin with all, it begins with once, the one that is awake. And if you are awake, you open your eyes and what you see you cannot unsee. So do it with your eyes open. It's not her battle to fight on her own, it's yours too, and in the same proportions as her. Remember that. That's all I can say for now. Thanks for hearing through the message. I don't care if this goes viral or not, but I want this to be heard and heard a lot. I hope this meant something to you, this message, because it should. And if it did, don't let it end here. Share it, speak about it, spread awareness. Be the reason someone else finally sees it. Goodbye, take care, and remember, silence has never changed anything, but one voice, honest, brave, and timely, can mean everything. That's how change begins.